Okay, good. So we start here at the baggage door. So make sure it's locked. This is your button right here. So that is locked right there. This is the empennage. This is our tail number, November 677 Juliet Alpha. Okay. This is the horizontal stabilizer. And basically you're checking here, making sure everything's in and all the rivets are good. This is your elevator right here. Okay. And you're inspecting and make sure that this counterweight is not popped out. Also, you're inspecting and make sure all your cables are in good standing. They don't have any rust or corrosion. And also checking the rudder cables. You see this right here? And why don't you go ahead and untie it down there for me? So. All right, very good. What is this?
It's your trim top.
Okay, good. And then also checking here, making sure everything is in place there. Horizontal stabilizer looks good. What do we call this?
Vertical stabilizer.
Okay, vertical stabilizer. Your VOR antenna is at the top. Your beacon antenna is there. Okay, coming around here. So antenna for the ELT, emergency locator transmitter. Your VHF antennas for your radio and your GPS on top. Okay, what kind of flaps are these?
They're flaps.
Fowler flaps. So there's 4 types of flaps: plain, slotted, Fowler, and split. Okay, Fowler actually has the greatest pitch moment, meaning like, if you put 10 degrees of flaps down, the airplane pitches up pretty quickly. So you need to, adjust that with the nose down. So what is this?
Oh, that's your
aileron, right? So you're basically looking at making sure you have the security of all the nuts up top there. You have 4 bolts, and you have a little bit of play here. So put one hand here when you do this, so you don't cut your finger off. Okay, good. What is this?
Those are your counterweights.
Counterweights, right? Okay, and so you have your 4 bolts right there, and you have a static cable here. Yep. So this grounding strap. Okay, you have your strobe light, navigation light. Okay, and you have red and green. Leading edge of the airfoil is nice and smooth. There's no dents, cracks, any damage. Untie. Okay, very good. Inspect the wheel, make sure it's proper inflation. There's no fluid leaking at the bottom, any brake fluid, hydraulic fluid. Okay, the next thing you do is we're going to sump here on this S model. So 5 sumps, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You're making sure that the fuel is blue in color. There's no water because water is heavier than fuel. All right. Okay, next. Good. Next one there. And always hold it here. You don't want to hold it up to the sky because the sky looks blue. So I'm just going to make sure it's right there. It's nice and blue in color. Okay, very good. No bubbles. Okay, good. All right, and you have 3 sumps underneath here too as well. Okay, remember it's 1, 2, and 3. Okay. And we take this from the lowest part of the engine. Make sure there's no debris in there, and also right here too as well. It's okay if you get a little bit. You got some in your eye?
Yeah.
Yeah, that happens. It dries out quick. Just push it up there. Okay, while we're down here, inspect, wing or the wheel strut, nose wheel strut, and make sure all the cotter pins are installed. Chimney damper is secure. Okay, all the bolts are there. No cracks on the exhaust pipe. You don't want carbon monoxide poisoning. And then we just go ahead and set that underneath the main. There it goes. Behind there. Good. All right, and then go and dump that fuel back up there. Watch your step. You don't want to slip either. One hand. Yep, that's good. And if this was a cold day, you would look for frost on the wings, but there's no frost because it's nice and warm out today. So, watch your step. Good. All All right, next we're gonna check the oil. You wanna have 8 quarts max in this airplane. Keep pulling it out until you got, and then just inspect the lines. Turning it until you see like a number there.
Yep.
See it? How many quarts?
Yeah. About 5.
5, okay. That's all right for this flight today. Make sure that's good hand tight. Okay, close it up. Great. We walk around here. Make sure the prop is nice and smooth. There's no cracks in there because it'll affect the balance of the propeller. Also make sure that all the nuts are secure. Nuts are secure in the cowling. Also, you inspect the alternator belt, which drives the avionics inside the airplane. There's good tension. Air filter looks good and clear. Okay, continue your walk around. All the bolts are in place. Okay, you want to inspect the static port. It looks good. Air vents, make sure there's no bees in there or bugs. You don't want to fly them in the cockpit. Pitot tube takes ram air pressure, measures your airspeed. Okay, stall warning horn. Inspect that, make sure it's clear. Sometimes bees like to make nests in there. You know what this is? That's a fuel vent for hot days because the volume of gas actually increases. Or actually, the heat causes the volume to increase, and actually you start getting all the spill. It's a Charles law. So you got your taxi light and landing light up top here.
Yep.
Okay. All right, good. And continue your walk around. Make sure the leading edge is smooth. Strobe light, navigation light. Check your ailerons. Okay. Got a good play there on that rod.
Yep.
Good.
All right.
All the nuts are there. All right, check your flaps. What kind of flaps are those called again?
Fowler. Right?
Fowler. Okay, good. Continue. Take a look. Make sure there's a little bit of play on that rod in there. Okay, good. Check the wheel. Inspect it. Make sure no bald spots and no fluid leaking down below there. Should be good. All right, and then go ahead and sump the fuel. Okay, got it there. Okay, nice and blue, no bubbles, right? No debris. Okay, we'll strain that back in. Can't dump that on the ground, that's an EPA violation. Oh, watch that. Good. And then the last step is to walk back. Make sure that all 3 wheels are looking properly inflated. The airplane sits nice and straight level, and everything is untied, and you think it's ready for flight?
I do think so.
Okay, good. I think so too as well. All right, that's it.